All right, welcome to this session, everybody. So Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. I said last week that I expected it after it hit this oval to consolidate. So it did poke a little bit higher, still consolidating, and it could continue this through the end of the month before we get the next big run. That's the long and short of what I see right now. It's not some major horrible thing for Bitcoin. I mean, look, we've been right in this area for a couple of weeks now. It's just right in the middle of that zone. It's not horrible. So Ethereum, again, we finally got to the middle of the zone. I would have liked to see it hit all the way to the second target. Didn't quite make it, and it pulled back. So that one still got probably a little potential to make a move higher there up to that 5150 level. It could still get one last good pop. So something to keep an eye on. Bitcoin, I expect it's going to pull back, and it could pull back significantly. I mean, we could see a pullback all the way back to this prior breakout. Could. Doesn't mean it has to happen. It could just go sideways for, like I said, through the end of the month. Now, we usually hit on the major market and see where we are. So look at that. You know, S&P 500 right up to the 4,700 level again. If it can break higher, we may see a move on up to that 48, 4,900 level. So it also could pull back a bit. So that's kind of, I'm cautious right here. It didn't get as big a pullback as I expected. And it's just been kind of bouncing between those two fibs. So we break out higher, we'll probably set up to run higher. If we don't break out higher, we could retrace back down to the top of this prior. Very similar to Bitcoin. Funny how these charts kind of work together. Now, I did go long today on micro NQ, which is NASDAQ futures, micro size. They're $2 points instead of $20 points for regular NQ futures. I expect it to pop up and hit this 16,600 level that I've been talking about for weeks and weeks. So I went long today on the breakout. It was on a probably 15-minute time chart. Let's zoom it down a little bit. Yeah. Right when we broke above that right there. When it did this little pullback and shoot back up through, I went long right there. I expect it to keep on going. My stop is in positive territory right up here above my entry. Well, you can play QQQ. That's it's like divide by 30, I think it is. Take these prices, divide by 30. That's the QQQ prices, roughly, not exactly. So you can play QQQ. I'm looking for a run up to 16,600. I'm not sure exactly. We'd have to do the math and see if that actually works out. We can pull up the QQQ chart right quick and talk and look at it. See, it didn't look exactly the same, but it would have been like going long right here around 396.43-ish. And we're probably looking for to pop out to the daily chart and run the fib. And it's already there. So we're looking for a move up to about 404.50. I already had it on here. So QQQ looking for a move up to about a 404.50. You could play it in a few shares. You could play it in some calls. How long it's going to take? Not quite sure. Last time I went long on the futures, it took about a week and a day. So we'll see. All right. Any questions on that one? Looking for a move right up to that level. Draw my arrow on there. Right up here. Right like this. All right. Yeah, I'll pull up Mara. Just let's work through a few things. Bear with me a minute. We'll get to Mara. I know it had a significant pullback. Freaked some people out. Let's talk on through everything else though. Russell. Consolidating off of that massive breakout. Healthy price action to consolidate for a little bit. once we start the next run, it's looking for much higher prices. How much higher? Well, I'll have to jump out to a weekly chart. It consolidated for a lot of days. All right. Let's see if I can get this where we can see something reasonable. Right there, we reached right up to that 1618 level. Consolidate a little bit. When we break higher again, we could be on the way to 3650. This does relate directly to IWM right here. IWM is 1/10 the size. So when we break roughly the 250 on IWM, 240, 248 level on IWM, we're probably set up to go to 365. That could be a massive move on IWM. It could take a while. It could take well into 2022, like halfway through or more. And you can see this move over here went from March last year until we're just now getting there September of this year. So it took, a year and a half. So this move, next leg up, will probably go a little faster. It'll probably look more like this, which took from November last year to March. So we could see that same sort of move from November to March. All right. Like I said, could take into mid 2022. Oil. That's all jammed up in there with the weekly. That big spike down in there. All right. Consolidating right here. Nothing major. And just consolidation before it pops the next pop. I've been waiting for it thought it was going to go last week and it just consolidated again. So maybe holding this higher low is really a nice setup for it to pop up to this 88 level on oil. Gold did finally break out. I expect it to be on its way up to this 1920 resistance from back in the summer. Any questions on that? That's gold, the physical gold. So everyone wants to know about Mara. Mara, what happened? Well, they announced a bit of strange dilution. It's they were going to release notes that were convertible, and they weren't going to call them securities. So the SEC issued subpoenas to many of the executives, freaked everybody out yesterday, and then today it's just kind of consolidating. But if you had followed me last week, I have been mentioning that when we hit this second 2618 target up here, that we could see a significant retrace all the way back to this higher prior breakout area, which is what we did. We did it in a 1, 2, 3 move. Very corrective. Nothing, nothing really wrong. I'm still sitting on all my shares. Didn't dump anything, didn't change anything. And a bullish breakout back up here will be set up to go to the higher targets. Triple digits. Just one to watch right now. I'm not jumping in. It did trigger on the Echo Trade alert scanner thing a whole bunch of times today. For those that know what Echo Trades are, it threw a whole bunch of alerts that it might be ready to set up. But as you can see, EMAs are not crossed with the entry signal yet. And we're looking for the 5 to cross above the 13 on the 30-minute chart. Didn't get there yet. So the investigation is just about what they want to call the notes. They said they're not securities. The notes aren't. But the SEC was like, wait a minute. If they're convertible, they're securities. So that's what the investigation is. It's not really an investigation. It's a subpoena about, hey, we don't think what you're doing is right. Whether they're securities or not, at the end of the day, they're going to buy more miners and put them on order and pay for them. And that's going to be bullish. So HUT right now, still consolidating in this $13, $14 area. Got a little run up today. I think it was spooked on Mara a little bit. Mara did drag down a few things. And then, of course, crypto being a little weak today. So On Mara, I was looking for the 5 to cross above the 13 EMA. Those are EMAs. The 5 EMA to cross above the 13 EMA on the 30-minute chart to signal a possible potential bullish entry. You know, it's a bullish reversal. That's the first sign I look for. Then I look for the 8 to cross the 30 EMA, which would make the cloud green. 8 EMA crossing the 34. That's a confirmation. And also, I'm kind of hopping around on everybody a little bit. We're talking crypto. Also, we're going to have resistance at the 6.8 level up here around 69.50. So breaking back through that is also quite bullish. That's like another level of confirmation. All right. Riot. I mentioned it would have trouble getting through this zone from 40 to 47. Pulled right up near the top of it, 46, and failed right back down out. Completely what I expected that might happen. There's a big old fat resistance zone. It's been stuck under for a while. Had trouble breaking on through it. That top of that thing comes from all the way back, way over here. The prior highs it had back in April. So, yeah, the lower end of that comes from the highs it had in August before it fell on down. So the April to August, or the August high to the April high, that zone provides this orange box. So I've got a couple of covered calls running on Riot right now. Inside Knoxville Trade Club and inside my retirement accounts, honestly. I have 40s and 47s sold against different variety of shares. All right. BITF is not one that I commonly follow, but I can look at it if there's interest. So one I've talked about on and off for months and months is this Ethereum over Bitcoin ratio. I think it's still, like, we've still got this trend of higher lows set up on the daily chart here. I think we're still set up to break up to this 0.09 ratio. And if you flip it, let's see, I don't know. I don't have it on here flipped, I don't think. If you flip it, it looks like a bearish chart, just everything's flipped. So when does the VIX come irresistible? I don't know if there is an irresistible VIX, but I do still have my VIX position on that I put on before the Fed meeting. And it hasn't really declined all that much, which is interesting to me. It's still cool. Even though the price has been bouncing around, the calls are still pretty much break even. So, all right. Is that BITF? Bitfarm. Oh, we can look at it. The heck is that trading panel? All right. Well, first thing I see right there on the daily, that high coming across there provides somewhat of a resistance. Breaking above there is bullish. It could find resistance and pull back again. All right. MTTR. We're gonna look at MTTR. Matterport. Yeah, that's the same situation, right? You see that high right there? It's working on breaking through. Yeah, I talked about Anchor Sunday. I think it was when I was on with Tom Busby. Anchor's got my attention for whatever reason right now. I've been watching it. It's an interesting one. I don't think that was the right one. Anchor USD, no. Where is it? there. So I'm kind of bullish on Anchor above this consolidation zone right here, which it keeps trying to break out. I think if it can break out above this, yeah, that's the 618 level right there. It keeps trying to break above it. Break above it, we can see prices up to this $1.27, which, I mean, not $1.27. That's 1272 level. That's 18. Can't even read in a moment. 31 cents. Excuse me. 31 cents. Not $1.27. 31 cents. Strike what I said. 31 cents. If we can break higher, we'll have resistance at 21 cents, and then we can move up quickly to 31 cents. All right. Any questions on Anchor? Yeah, I've got plans to update crash protection just as soon as I come up with a new game plan. Right now, I've seen lots of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt going both ways, whether we're going to have a crash or we're going to just keep on pouring money into the economy, even though we say we're tapering. So, yeah, Ethereum, I can touch back on there really quickly. Ethereum did pull back, but it didn't reach the target 2 like Bitcoin did. And Bitcoin hit the target 2. Ethereum did not. So I expect Ethereum to kind of consolidate maybe a little bit, could come all the way back here to 4,000 and then shoot up here and then find some resistance before breaking higher. Oh, excuse me. So, all right. When something is going up so much like C pool USDT, all right, let's take a look at it. Yeah, I can talk on BBIG. Just a minute. Let me. So CPOOL, there it is right there. Clear pool. Let's try to get it where we can see something. So first off, when you look at it, you know, like it started trading October, right? We only have a few days. We don't even have all our EMAs on there yet. So we got to jump down a time frame to see what's up. All right. This first candle, a little crazy. So we probably want to pull it over where that's off our screen. Now we got something that actually starts to look like a trend with some pullbacks in it. If we run right there, it looks like we could see a move up to this 287 area and find some resistance. Now, if we were to break through 287, then the 611 area, or 611, 616, 611.61. Yeah, 611.61. That 611.61 area becomes possible reality. But I would expect some consolidation in this area before it builds up some strength to get higher. All right. All right, Doug, we're recording this too, so we're going to post it up to YouTube after we're done here today. And then I'm also on at 7, so if you're available at 7, you can pop over, and I'm on at Timing Research at 7. We give some free education stuff out there. A little different than what I'm doing here. So, all right. So hopefully that helped you on the C pool USDT. Get you a little bit of, you know, you gotta zoom in a little bit and look for these pullbacks and then do your extensions off of there. All right. What are your green, yellow lines on your charts? Well, the ones I just threw up there are called Fibonacci lines. I have a class on Fibonacci. It's I don't know the link for it at the moment. Keep following me. We'll send out the email. It'll be in the description of the YouTube video when we post it to YouTube, which is jeffreytrader.com/YouTube. Go to my channel. There's links for it in some of the descriptions of the videos. But these colorful lines I just put up there are called fib lines. You can see they do move around based on the size of the move, and they are. If we go over to settings, if you want to take a screenshot real quick, here's my basic Fibonacci retracement settings right there. I just popped it off. Pop it back up for you. Pull it back down. These are the ones I look at. The 382 and the 5 are not, the 382, 38.2 and the 50% retracements are not as important to me. That's why I color them yellow. The 618 is a key level that we see hit over and over. The 786, a lot of people like it, so I keep it on here colored blue. I don't usually pay attention to it that much. The 100% is almost always resistance. That's where you get double tops and stuff like that. The 1618 and the 1272, those are, the 1272 is usually my first target after we get a pullback and a break above the 618. And then the 1618 is my target 2. It's the extension target. Then some other favorite targets of mine are the 2.272. I really like that one, and the 2618, which is what we were seeing approaching that level on this C pool that we were just looking at, clear pool. And for really super extension targets, I like this 4.236. That's 423.6%. And then the 686 level is usually where the craziest of crazy moves go to die. Like they usually run out right on that 686 level. I mean, that's when you really see them going exponential. You're like, holy cow, where's that going? Usually it stops at a 686 level or in that general vicinity right there. So that's why I use those. All right. And if you want to know where they all come from and how the math works and why those levels, check out my fib class. All right. So talked a lot about crypto tonight, right? So let's pop up with this and give you all an opportunity. I appreciate you joining me tonight to chat about the markets. And if you enjoy hearing me talk about cryptocurrency, I've got great news. So my buddy Tom Busby, he asked me to set this up for his people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to my people too now. So I'm starting a new 3-month beta test group. And honestly, it seems like my team's already decided I'm going to keep doing it after the 3-month beta. But just like we did with the Knoxville Trade Club group, you are invited to come join me in the crypto power plays. So this Friday, November 19th at 1:30 p.m., we're going to do a live crypto summit. If you've been in the live crypto summit or in my crypto crash course before, you do get a discount. So I need you to call in and tell them you bought before. But if you haven't ever joined me for crypto stuff, we're going to go all through it, get it up to speed, explain what crypto is, what it even means, what makes it crypto. We're going to go through how to get your account, how to be able to trade it. We're going to go over how to trade it without ever leaving the stock market. And we're just going to get everybody up to speed. And then you'll also learn all my favorite cryptos, all my favorite crypto related stocks, long-term price targets. You'll get all the burning crypto questions answered in live Q&A during that session on Friday. And each week, we're planning to send out detailed videos going through all the top cryptos, any updates, the price targets, potential trades, anything I see. We're going to put that video out every week for crypto power plays. And then you'll also get 2 bonuses: how to capitalize on crypto without ever leaving the stock market, and then the #1 cryptocurrency to trade right now and how I plan on playing it. I'm really excited about all this. Plus, I've opened up an exclusive channel on my Discord server. So if you want in Discord, you can get in right now before Echo Trades even moves over, where you'll have direct access to me and my most up-to-date thoughts on crypto, plus all the other members that are already in there. I'll share the latest breaking news, any crypto news that I find that I'm like, oh man, I posted in there already. And potential trades, live reactions to big moves. Like I was all over Mara as it dropped yesterday, posting updates all day. You can ask me any question you can think of inside Discord. So if you ever wanted to chat with a crypto trading expert live on demand, and my team calls me an expert. I mean, I'm just a guy that makes some money on crypto, and I happen to be right awful lot of time. But that's what you're going to get inside the crypto chat room that's inside the Discord server. So you get all this stuff. We're inviting you to the beta, 3-month beta. You can get in right today for just $297. You'll be chatting with me on Discord just, as soon as I get off here and add you in there. Are you ready to join me? Go to jeffreytrader.com/CPP, call 855-454-0816, and we'll get you in. Like I said, if you bought any of my crypto stuff before, you are eligible for a discount. All right. Let's see. Any questions? So we got the #1 crypto I'm playing and I'm doubling down on, my personal targets for Bitcoin, which we've kind of already gone through, but I've got even more content that'll be on there. I'll bust the biggest myths in crypto. We'll have no holds bar Q&A. The #1 cryptocurrency to trade right now, how I plan to play it. I think that's on there twice. And then how to capitalize on crypto without ever leaving the stock market. So, okay, genius. I'm not sure what you mean by how to screen for options. Raj, what do you mean if you're already a subscriber? Did you subscribe to Crypto Power Plays, or do you need, Crypto Power Plays is a brand new thing. So this is different from Knoxville Trading Club, and this is all crypto. This is going to be all crypto plays. You're in the crypto wave. I don't know what's the crypto wave. Oh, if you join Crypto Power Plays and DTI, this is the same thing. All right. This is the same thing that Tom offered up. I'm just offering it to my people straight to me. Oh, the thing that Tom and I did a couple months ago, that was Tom's thing. And this is a brand new thing that Tom asked me to put together and teach people what I do on a continuing basis. Tom and I kind of did a little pack, a little thing a couple months ago, back in September, August, September. Rhonda, you call in, we'll hook you up. Tell them I told you to hook you up, and if they got a question, they can contact me. All right. Sales team knows how to contact me. All right. Any more questions? Join me in Crypto Power Plays. Otherwise, come back at 7 p.m. We'll post up the links. We'll email them out. I think, Steven, you had a link there we threw up earlier. I'm on at 7 at Timing Research. We're talking about some different stuff right here. If you want, check out. I just sent it to hosts. Here we go. If you want to join the beta group now, jeffreytrader.com/CPP. If you want to come join me at 7 right here, click on that. Get registered. It may open you up to get other emails. So the tax structure is different on cryptos. I will talk about what I know about it. I'm not a tax expert, not a certified financial planner or certified personal accountant or any of those things. But my understanding, I'll talk about it, and other members will talk about it. So if you signed up last week, you're in. Same thing, we're just offering it up to my group instead of just Tom's group. Tom had first crack because he asked me to do it. Now I'm opening it to everybody else. How do you get in the chat? You should have gotten an email. If you haven't gotten an email, contact support. All right, yeah, it's 7 Eastern for the next class tonight, an hour and a half from now. You don't need a crypto account already set up. I'll talk about all the things, how to get it all set up. We're going from zero. This is Crypto Power Plays is for if you're brand new, never opened in a crypto, don't even know how to trade crypto. We're going to get you up to speed. And if you are somewhat a crypto expert, but you have trouble predicting where it's going to go, it's for you too. Anything in between there, you trade a little crypto, maybe had a little luck, maybe didn't have any luck. Come join me. I'll try to help you out. And we have a 45-day on specifically on the beta group, a 3-month beta. We have a 45-day money back guarantee. So if you're not happy, we'll give you your money back, as always. Always recorded. Videos are going to be put in Discord, and we'll email them out. And you're in Discord live with me. I mean, wherever I set my phone, it's probably in my pocket over here. Yeah, in my pocket of my coat here. I'm on Discord all the time. When I'm not sleeping or at a scout meeting or eating dinner, I'm on Discord answering questions. We're moving all my services there. So Crypto Power Plays is right in there. Like I said, we were all over the drop yesterday on Mara, putting updates all day with charts, predictions where it might bottom. So, all right. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, we'll be on at 7. Got the link right here. If you're in Discord, I'll throw it up again. But I appreciate you all coming. We'll be back next week. I'll see you guys later. Cool, you're in, Rhonda. Awesome. Glad to have you. See everybody later.